Welcome back to Supremely Black Podcast. This is your host, D Rose. And I was just sitting back thinking, I know when we were growing up, we heard of Rosa Parks, Muhammad Ali, Fred Hampton, Huey P. Newton, Nat Turner, Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King, Assata Shakur, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, a lot of different, freedom fighters or people that were standing in the front row and boots to the ground during the civil rights movement, or people that made freedom for slavery. And you just think about it now. Back in the day, you heard your Frederick Douglasses and things of that nature. And I see a lot of online conversations, and even have had conversations myself. And we commonly hear that the black race, indigenous people, or whatever you want to call yourself, Israelites, all of that, we're just a lost cause now. And I hear a lot of different references about it ain't how it was back in the day. Like our ancestors and elders held such a place and society that I think we've become so far away from, because there's no more segregation and you don't really have to truthfully fend for yourself. You're just out here now, a part of the system that they've created for you, and you hear a lot of different things that, of course, if a group of people put together a plan and didn't consider you as nothing more than 3/5 of a human, I don't think of why do you think that they would create a system that would be equally rewarding, right? And you think about the times now with diversity, equity, and inclusion, of how much uproar that causes and how they want to erase black history and things of that nature. But it just led me to my point of what is truthfully different when you research history, and when you look at how it is today on April 18th of 2024, as I'm making this video. Who are our cultural leaders of today? If something were to happen, and I'm just gonna be extremely just wild with my thoughts, so just follow me. If something were to happen and they said that regardless of what laws that we put in place, no matter the things that our ancestors and our elders fought for, we're going back to how it was and what made white America, if you want to use white America, comfortable. So we're going back to segregation, right? Who would we say is our leaders that's not connected to entertainment and not a part of their system, meaning that for a fact that they've been bought out, the check means more than cultural? I think that we have been blinded by just the thought of anybody our color should be for us. But as the old folks say, all your skin folk is not your kinfolk. But my question, and even my concern, is who would we say these are our established leaders that would even take care of the West Coast region, the down South region, East Coast, and up North Midwest? Who would be those appointed people that would take care of those cultural spaces to say we're going to be on one accord and take care of each other and reestablish what we had prior to everybody being integrated? And I found myself honestly just thinking, who would we say? You couldn't say a politician. It couldn't be Obama. Is it Ben Crump? I mean, well, he's just a lawyer. Is it who? You know what I'm saying? Like, we joke and play about a lot of different things, but I don't know everything, but I do study and see of where our culture is and where we have grown from, for better and worse. But if we really had to sit down and just say, these people is who we would go to in a time of need to establish our true culture back, not what they gave us, who would we go to? And anybody that listens to this video, just treat me as I'm just somebody I'm an ignorant fool that don't know anything. But truthfully, I'm asking the question to us, is we spend a lot of different things, a lot of different times talking about things that truthfully wouldn't set us up for success if we so happen to say that this system that was put in place to prevent us from progressing as a culture, who would we turn to that wasn't attached to the system already, that's been bought out, is it really just going to be only black people a part of this fight? Or would we take on like a Fred Hampton approach and realize that it's not about the skin color, it's about the people that are truthfully, that have the same morals and ethics as you, and they see the world as one place. Not that we're all a monolith, they're going to act and think a certain way, but they truthfully care about people and not color. Because I've seen good black people, I've seen bad black people, I've seen bad white people, I've seen good white people. Where are we going to go? Let me know your thoughts. I am truthfully wanting to know of where will we go to.